You guys,
welcome to Q&A Monday.
I feel like we were just about to like watch The Last of the Mohicans or something. You know what I mean?
Well,
We're gonna switch up our music a little bit.
we tried to switch it up. And then
Marvelous. Simply, Ronald, you just used one of my favorite words twice
marvelous.
in one sentence.
Simply marvelous.
Welcome. I love that Michael is here. You guys, we have so much going on, and I'm sure we're going to get into that for just a second if the questions take a lull. But Michael, are you coming to CatCon again this year? Are we going to rendezvous outside the bathroom again?
Yes, please.
I would love that. Anyway, he said, hello, I have 3 long-haired cats. Brush regularly, use Catalyst and Jackson Galaxy probiotics. Any further suggestions to reduce me swimming in cat hair?
Swimming in cat hair.
I have to tell you that I feel your pain right now. Yesterday, we were cleaning until 8:30 at night, the whole house. I mean, there was lots to do, but
and we had to let it go.
Tumbleweeds going on. And I can't remember where you're at, but right here, all of our cats are blowing their coat. We have some cats that are more receptive to brushing than others, but it is right now, if you were to pet any of our cats, you're going to grab a little loaf of hair at the end of it.
Really?
So do you not pet our cats?
Every once in a while. No, I was just with Friday today, and I was like petting her and petting her and petting her. And I didn't have any hair. Well, there was like a tiny bit, and I was like, oh, that's nice.
Friday and Zorro are actually not as bad as Jack and Madison and Annie.
Oh, I don't pet them.
Is a tumbleweed. So
I'm joking.
Michael, my lifesaver right now is a vacuum. Honestly,
so vacuum your cats.
No, don't vacuum your cats. I mean, I think what I'm saying though is that our cats are definitely blowing their coats right now, and they've been doing it for like a month. It's like usually I feel like once it gets hot, we're in for it for a hot minute, and then we're good and everything's fine. But it's been a lot this year, and maybe it's because it got cooler and then hot again, but.
Aiden has a question. My indoor cat with supervised outdoor opportunities refuses to eat cat grass that I buy for her. She will eat fresh catnip plants. Awesome. And my neighbor's fountain grass. She will also eat just random weeds growing around the neighborhood. Get it? Of which none is sprayed. Wonderful. Is this safe? Yes. I feel cats know what they need. Exactly. Don't want to interfere. Just curious what you think. We are 100% with you because
self-selection for cats, not only any behaviors will tell you that one of the most powerful things that you can do for cats is to give them the power of choice, right? Like they don't just have one litter box. They don't just have to have food and water right here. Our cats decide what they want to eat every meal. They want that freedom of choice. Self-selection is a huge thing for cats. And when it comes to especially like greens that they eat, that is one of the most incredible things that they know what's safe. I mean,
but they also know what their bodies need, right?
Right.
So they're like, sometimes they'll go for sprayed grass for, pesticides and whatever. If they need that, like whatever else is in that, they'll still go for that. But if they're like so well taken care of, which obviously your cats are, then they might be like, I don't really need that grass inside. I would still offer it from time to time, put it in the fridge. If you get the organic cat grass from Pet Greens, which is what we give our cats inside, is that if you put it in the fridge when they're like not interested in it or they're not eating it, then it will keep much longer. So you save money. But yeah, giving cats a voice, giving cats a choice.
Wait for it. We have more coming on. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Moon Mojo Feline. Hello, Anna.
Laura Lee. You can say Laura Lee.
Laura Lee. I love you, and I got your email right before we came on, and I love you so much.
My hair is getting cut tomorrow.
Ronald said, Mr. Marvelous said, my cat has pancreatitis. I'm on my second bottle of Catalyst. Oh. Exclamation point, exclamation point. How's your baby doing?
Wonderful. Yeah.
Let us know how your baby's doing.
How is your kitty doing? And are you doubling or tripling that dosage?
Because you can play with the dose.
You can play with that dose.
Yep.
Yeah. We
Sandy cat is here.
Our Mr. Biddles, when he had pancreatitis with just Catalyst, that's what we decided to use. And but we give him mega doses. But it's a beautiful thing.
It's very helpful. So
I mean,
keep us posted on how
pancreatitis is not, but it helps to reduce the inflammation of the pancreas, which is what pancreatitis is. And it also, yeah, but it also, that this product also gives the pancreas a break because it puts the digestive enzymes that the pancreas is created to create, right? The pancreas's job, whatever. The pancreas's job is to create digestive enzymes. One of its many important jobs is to create the digestive enzymes that breaks down the food. And when it's inflamed like that and pancreatitis, it is unable to do that, which is why you'll often see like enzymes in the bloodstream because it's not going to the GI tract, right? Because it's pancreatitis. This is great. Triple, double, triple dosage.
Let us know how your baby's doing.
Yes.
I'm sure you've already answered.
Hello from Nova Scotia, Marie.
McDonald in the house. I love you so much.
We are very excited that we have great news coming to all of our Canadian
all of our friends in
customers,
the north.
all of our friends in the north coming very soon.
Very soon.
Like within a few weeks. Yep.
It's going to be here. Like, we're going to like go to sleep and it's going to be here.
Yeah.
Stephanie Hoover, I just love your name and I love seeing you here. And I saw your order come in and I wanted to leave you a little like smiley face note. And this weekend has been crazy, but I love you so much. Rosalind said, why is it odd seeing you on opposite sides? Switch back immediately. Instagram.
Oh, were you on Instagram?
Can I tell you something?
This is our normal, right?
Can I tell you something?
Look at our.
Can I tell you something? 10 years ago. This is 10 years ago when we started Two Crazy Cat Ladies.
That's why we sit on this side. I'm brown. She's blonde.
She was like, they will get us confused. Now, here's the thing. I know. All of us girls think that we have one side that looks better than the other, right?
Well, or did. Not anymore. This is not my good side anymore.
Your cells are listening. Anyway, that's why. That's why Jay gets it. This is both.
That's not why.
For us.
Literally, our logo was. Well, I was like, okay, we gotta show up on the sides of our logo.
Right. She snatched the good side. That's what's going on, Rosalind. Belinda, can we talk about Teef? Mine is lightly green color. Is this normal? Totally normal. So I've noticed with different batches, and I go through tons of refills with our babies because I love this product so much. Some will have, I don't know if it's just like a little more chlorella in it or whatever it is, but some are brighter than others. Some are greener than others. And that is a normal thing. We've talked to Dr. Emily about it numerous times because I'm like, wait a minute, this one looks like fluorescent. And she explains stuff that I can't explain because she uses all the big scientific words. But the main ingredients are always the same. It is going to be a different, it can be different colors.
Just like any of our products, right? Like
there's going to be variation in natural products.
Sissy's in the background right here. And she gets questions all the time. It's like, this batch is dark and my last batch was light, or this batch is green and my last batch was gray. And I don't know, it's
Michael's going to be there. Yes, I'll be there Saturday evening, VIP and Sunday at CatCon. So
yes!
A lobby rendezvous again. Hold on. Yeah, let's go. You guys, for those of you guys that don't know, Michael Hockett, I'm probably saying your name wrong, Michael, is an extremely handsome man. And I happened to rendezvous with him last year at CatCon. I thought he was being funny with me because I'm just going to be honest with you. Not a lot of extremely handsome men come up to me and say, hi, are you Adrian? Do you know what I mean? So this dude did, and it was fabulous. And got to actually meet you in person. So
also, she never goes out in public. So that's probably why no one comes up to her. And says,
I usually get like, where'd you get your flannel from? Anna said, my Black Panther Thunder Bear is watching with me. She won't leave me alone since I got home.
Oh my goodness, Thunder
Bear. Chris is here too. Belinda, also, if my cats are not big drinkers, can I put it in their wet food and how much?
Yes.
Okay, Belinda,
same amount and put it in their wet food. Yes. I highly recommend that you put it in the food.
Dr. Emily said, this is something that we're not as good at. We put it in their water every day, but Dr. Emily said because it's about frequency, right? You think about your cats drinking water and getting that to help train the microbiome of their mouth. They only get it when they drink water. If you did it in their water and or just completely on their food, they're having more frequency of helping to train their microbiome. So I definitely recommend
the
on their
food.
food.
Yes.
Do we have anything
Carol
for
Ann said,
ringworm?
do we have anything for ringworm? Absolutely. Feline Essential Oxycat. Whether you're talking about yourself or your cats or both, this is what we recommend.
That's what I
You put
use
it
to
on
kick
topically.
ringworm.
She had ringworm. Luckily, none of our cats got it, but we deal with a lot of people that are like all of my cats have ringworm now, and now I have it too. This is our go-to. You can put it in, so to slow the spread of it, you can put it in their food, and we recommend that you do that, but you also put it on topically. My God, it's like clearing up really, really, really fast if you put it on topically. And it's not maybe even, depending on the severity, you might want to do it once a day. You might want to do it 4 times a day, right? Like depending on where you're at.
How much of the spread has already happened.
Right. But it's not going to hurt either way. If you put it on 17 times a day or twice a day, it's not going to hurt.
Oh, Amber.
Oh, Amber.
Amber.
Oh, Amber.
We need to talk. She said, hi, ladies. About to place another large order of cat cum since Cricket is getting so much. Should I be varying the amount I give her? Or don't fix what's not broken? Cat cum and PA is making
Amber.
Because
we
I
gotta
think
talk.
we're about to save you.
We're going to save you a lot of money. Yeah.
So we need to talk. Yeah. I'm with you. We were just talking on Instagram. I'm with you with like the don't fix what's not broken thing. But we're also big advocates of the pulsing. So if Cricket is doing really well, I would maybe not completely take her off, like do a complete pulse, but I might do like a day off and a day on and see if you see a difference in her demeanor. Because here's the thing about natural stuff. A, it's not going to hurt to give it to them for a lifetime. Right. But B, sometimes the body can become immune to this dosage. Yeah. I do this with the catalyst. I'm like, I took this amount, but now I feel like I need to take a little bit more. And so I will pulse out catalyst for myself because I feel like my body starts getting used to it.
I happen to have this in my hand.
Oh my God. I have a catalyst shirt on.
That's weird. I don't think that's a thing. That's not a catalyst shirt.
I think it is.
That's a Goodwill shirt.
More than that, Amber, my beautiful friend in Canada, we have some information we need to share with you.
Yeah, and since you're a VIP, you get all the info up front, and so you can access this now. So go ahead and reach out to us, and we'll.
Do you have our text number or shoot us a DM?
We will let the cat out the bag
for you, girl,
in advance,
and for Cricket.
Yes.
Freaking
what do you suggest to help Hairballs? Again, yes. Right?
And Michelle, we were just talking with Michael about this. Like, I feel like right now our cats are really blowing their coat. And I think in Vegas, it's extra worse this year because it got super hot.
112
and then it went down to like 70 degrees again. And then it went up to 112 again. So I think like when our cats blow their coat, they do it when the seasons change and whatever climate. So if you can do supplemental grooming can help. Like if your cat lets you groom them, please do that. But Catalyst also does make a big difference. So when we were dealing with moisture-rich diet, right? Yeah, like big difference.
Let's go to diet. So a cat that is eating a dry food only diet is going to be way more prone to hairballs. Oh yeah. Every day, right? Because the amount of kibble, like in kibble, the amount of carbohydrates and starches that their bodies are not created to break down regularly, like it's just not normal for their bodies to break it down. It's not. Yeah. It is. It basically gets stuck in their GI tract, right? And then they're grooming themselves, and then they're gonna furp up.
Furp.
Isn't that your dad's word?
It is.
Furp up.
No, not furp. It's frup.
Frup up.
Good.
They're going to frup up their hair because the hair is not able to get down because they're not eating enough moisture and they're eating foods that their GI tract says, I'm not quite sure how to get this through. Yeah.
Mr. Marvelous Ronald said he is 16 and he weighs 9 pounds. This is his kitty with pancreatitis. I might be giving too much catalyst. He gets 1/2 of a teaspoon of it every night. He seems to not be vomiting as much. That's
wonderful. That's wonderful.
And that's not,
it's not too much.
With Catalyst, that's exactly what we're talking about. With natural supplements, you can really play with the dosage. We do our recommended dosage.
Especially for this. Like there are some that are not water soluble. There are some that you do want to pay attention to. We don't really have that many of them.
Sorry.
I forgot to go on D&D, so we're dinging.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. But this one, it's Catalyst with the digestive and antioxidant enzymes in this supplement. You can't overdose on it, right? Now, we don't want to tell you give, a tablespoon a day. We don't want to tell you that because you would be wasting your money, right? You would probably have like 3 doses in this little bottle, and then you would feel robbed. And we don't want you to feel robbed. However, you can give a tablespoon a day and it's not going to hurt your cat. So you can play with the dosage and see, how much do I need to just because we're in pancreatitis or because we have a specific issue, do I need to go up for maybe 2 weeks and give a, double, quadruple dosage and then go back to the regular dosage? You can play with it and it's not going to hurt your kitty at all.
No.
At all.
Okay, Kimmy, I'm with you right here. I have an elderly female kitty, short-haired, and she's getting mats. And then she said, "What is the best brush?" So with mats, I really like the slicker brushes. I really like the wire brushes. I am also aware that there are a lot of cats that are like, that is just too much, right? And they're a little sensitive to it. So you may want to play with the different kind of brushes. There is a part of me that feels like, those old, combs that come with a barber kit, like the little plastic combs. Your dad might have had one in your pocket.
Yeah. It's like a flea comb.
It's kind of like a flea comb, but it's a little bit softer. It's not steel. I kind of feel like that may be helpful because mats are one of those things that they can get out of control quickly.
Yeah.
And when cats get older, they may stop grooming for various reasons. So the most gentle way that you can do it. So if you've got one of those combs, I might just try that. Just using that. If you've got mats that are already established, when you have little snuggle time, what I used to do with Mr. Biddles, he was a long-haired cat, but what I used to do with Mr. Biddles was I would find the mat. You can feel it, right? And then instead of trying to pull it out, I know that that's
hard
instinct. Instead, try to pull it parallel to the body so that you're not pulling on the skin at all. It's not uncomfortable. They don't even know that you're doing it. You're just pulling it apart. And then you can sometimes it often just lifts out just like that. But if you pull it parallel to the body instead of pulling it up, then those smaller parts can lift out. And then I would really play with, there's bigger, smaller, slicker brushes, but something that has a little bit of teeth to it to help get
teeth.
And maybe try one of those combs.
Teeth are great. A flea comb is like like $1.50 or so, or pre-inflation. I don't know. Yeah, but a flea comb is really great. Also, bonus tip for those of you guys that have cats that mat often, and you try to brush them as much as possible. We get it. Right? Like you're brushing them. Take that flea comb or your little comb, whatever, brush it the opposite direction, right? So their hair is going this way. And we normally brush our cat's hair based on the way that their hair flows, right? Try it the other way. So studies have shown that brushing your cat's hair the opposite direction, 1, really helps to remove that undercoat, but 2, opens up the hair follicles to let toxins out, right? And also will get out so many of those problematic things that if we brush our cat, not every cat likes it. Most cats probably won't.
Still trying to get
so we might have to do it in little spurts. Okay, they usually get it on their underbelly,
getting bloody.
And so here we go. Let's just brush the hair the other way on the underbelly. Maybe start this way and then go back this way, right?
That is a great pro tip. Going against the grain. Kimmy also asked, I see you down here. Lisa is also here. Robin is back.
Hi,
I love
Lisa.
you guys, my VIPs. Kimmy said also her teeth are bad. What is the best soft food to give her? I'm a huge fan right now of Identity Pet. Huge fan. They made the 2025 Truth About Pet Food list. They're good. It's basically a cooked food. It comes in a can, so all the convenience of wet food. And our babies are huge fans of it, except Zoro, who only eats raw. Wait, Judith is here. I tell you, it's a good thing I've got cat servant experience. It's definitely coming in handy for fostering a chihuahua. I love you so much.
I love it so much.
Rosalind said, what about putting Teef directly on their toothbrush when brushing? Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Emily
1000%.
Stein is a huge fan of that. It's just that for the most part, it's not like the first recommendation that we have because
most people
are not,
use
us included,
the toothbrush.
Don't brush their cat's teeth regularly. And so, but if you are already in the zone of being able to brush your cats, that is incredible.
And yes, absolutely
use
use Teef on the toothbrush.
Oh wait, Carolyn's also asked about, can I do it for a 4-month-old? She had the question about ringworm. Can I do that for a 4-week-old kitten with ringworm? I would do it.
Yes.
4 weeks old is very young. So anytime you're dealing with a very young baby, we're going to go soft. We're going to go gentle. So what I might do is a cotton swab, put the Octocat on that cotton swab and just hold it on the area as much as you can. Just kind of like dab.
Or drip it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Topically, it's also fine internally, but you probably only need like 1 drop for a 4-week-old.
Jamie said, what's the best way to communicate with you? Story is too long to type here. Couple options. You can email us info@twocrazycatladies.com.
That's
TWO
crazycatladies.com.
It's probably the best way because all of us got that. And Sissy, who's sitting here right now, our executive director,
and if
Jennifer
you're on
Lopez.
If you're on Facebook or Instagram, you can DM us as well.
Yes.
Or you can shoot us a text message at 702-466-1150.
That's good. Mr. Milligan. Evening, ladies. The leftover freeloader and I are of dissimilar minds on the concept of travel cat. Saturday was not a good day for his short car ride to the park. He was actually panting in panic, fear, whatever. Cat calm, on order. How best to apply for best calming effect? So I don't know if you were able to watch I'm curious about this because when you take Mickey out, does he have a visual of the world around him? Some cats love to be covered while they're traveling.
I don't.
Many cats, and this is what Surfer Cat Mav, Nick and Kayla were sharing with us when we did a podcast on traveling with their cat, and they travel internationally, is that it's so important for Maverick to be able to see out the windows. So because they can become car sick, they can drool, they can panic. There's all this that can go on. Yeah. So I would be curious to know if he has a sight line to the outside. I feel like they have this awesome cat carrier that allows them to peek their head out. They're still they're still confined. They're still safe, but they're able to see out the windows. And that has been a game changer for a lot of cats that really have a hard time with car rides.
Yep. Carol said, is it good to change up their food? We recommend variety every day, all the time. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Let's switch up the food, the proteins, the brands. Let's switch up the food as much as possible, as much as your cat will let them. Be patient because they will let you. But yes, absolutely.
Rosalind said, I wonder if a little coconut oil on your fingers while doing the parallel pull part method would help. I love that idea. And incidentally, it reminded me that this Wednesday, y'all, we are interviewing on our podcast, 5 p.m. Pacific time,
8 p.m. Eastern,
back in the closet this Wednesday, the Coco Therapy ladies.
Yes.
Both of them.
Carmina and Carissa, the twins.
It's going to be
the powerhouse behind Coco Therapy for cats and dogs. They have cats and oh my God, they're amazing. And you guys have probably
and we're going to go over everything. all the benefits of coconut oil, all the uses that are really good, what kind of coconut oil to look for. I mean, in our opinion, they have the best brand on the planet. We've gotten to know their whole family. We understand the sourcing of it. We use it ourselves, but they're going to give you the information that you need to know about
the benefits and how,
oil. Yeah. Jamie said, is it okay to feed my cats raw and cooked food, or is it too much for their microbiome?
No, it's never too much for the microbiome.
That is the
according
biggest
to
thing.
Science right now, Jamie, is
right now, I think it's a step.
As much as we have right now, right, which is a lot when it comes to the microbiome, is that the more diversified, going back to the other question of, can I switch up my cat's diet? Yes, absolutely. Variety all the time, right? Variety cooked. Our cats eat cooked foods. They eat raw food and they eat freeze-dried food, right?
And then we try to switch up the proteins.
And we switch up proteins. They get rabbit and beef and chicken and lamb and venison and duck and like bison and all of this stuff and things, right? Like we switch it up as much as possible, because what the science shows us now is that microbiome, which is basically, let's just say, the immune system, right? Like it is like what makes a mammal healthy is a diversified microbiome. And we want to build the longest living cat.
We just want our cats to live forever.
We want our cats to live forever, right? But we also I want our cats to be like literally the longest living cat in the world. And so we have to be 38 years old. I'm working on 40 for our cats, because and one of those main things is, let's diversify the microbiome for our kitties.
Mr. Milligan just dropped 200 stars for Mission Meow. Every single one of your stars goes to Mission Meow. Who you get to
meet at CatCon this year.
I'm so excited.
So exciting.
Melanie said, well, what helps? Excessive earwax. My cat eats a novel protein. Nothing helps. It's not ear infections. So our Zorro is our only cat that actually has excessive wax. We clean his ears occasionally.
Yep.
We use it, but understand that cleaning a cat's ears is
so for the first like 2 years of his life, for like the first two, maybe 3 even years of his life, we were cleaning his ears with OxyCat. So we would clean it like when we saw it, right? So it was like, at first because he had ear mites as a kitten. So then it was like at first maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like that. And then it was like, oh wow, it's dirty again. Then it was once a month. Then it was once every 2 months. And then it was like once every 6 months. And now like we haven't cleaned his ears. We haven't had to. We did it for
I don't think we've done it once.
We tried to do it to play with it for a cat tip. And we were like, wow, his ears are really clean. Like we haven't even really looked at them because they've been fine for so long.
Okay.
My recommendation.
Real quick. I know we're already over time, and Sissy has been up and working since like 4 a.m. our time.
Yes.
She's here answering questions as well. But I'm going to do one more. Belinda said, I have a 16-year-old kitty with occasional seizures and he gets steroids. She gets steroids. I'm trying to wean her off. I'm giving Catalyst, B12, Virex, and PEA. Is there anything else that could help? I don't know.
I would stick with
the Catalyst.
I would stick with especially the Catalyst, but all of them are because the steroids, what the steroids are doing is they're reducing inflammation, right? So that's in many cases, if your cat does not have what is the seizure?
Grandma.
Seizure disease. Epilepsy.
Oh, epilepsy, yeah.
If your cat does not have epilepsy, then the majority of the cases, and even with epilepsy, the majority of the cases of seizures in pets is due to inflammation in the system, right? So these supplements, PEA and Catalyst specifically, but all of the ones that you're using are reducing inflammation in the body. If you're seeing results, keep up with that. And let's see if we can start weaning them off of steroids. But the steroids are doing that. That's what the steroids are doing, is reducing the inflammation. Steroids are not treating seizures specifically ever, right? They're treating inflammation that is triggering the seizures. So you're using the natural remedies that are helping to do the same thing that the steroids are doing. You might want to see a Lisa, you might want to see a different veterinarian and see if you can to maybe just get a second opinion on.
I gotta say, we weaned one of our cats, our Pooh Bear, if you guys remember our Pooh Bear, off of steroids. And so you're exactly right. Like, we need to make sure that we're supporting their system in a way. I would really think that this could be a great opportunity for you to reach out to Pam Russell with Perfectly Holistic, PURRFectlyholistic.com, just to see if there's anything else that she does like
energy testing.
I don't know how woo you are, but it was something that was really helpful to us, and it could help you, better navigate these waters as you're trying to wean her up.
But again, you cannot out supplement a bad diet, right? So if we are feeding the inflammation by feeding a high starch and carb kibble diet, and then trying to give supplements that are trying to counteract that, we're taking 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, right? So we got to pay attention to the bigger picture. And again, you can DM us, you can email us, and we can go through those questions and figure out where you're at and what is actually happening on a deeper level, and see if we can direct you to someone that can help further, or maybe we can.
Okay, we're really over time, but I do want to read 2 really helpful comments for everybody here. Amber said, Cricket has a doggy seat that lifts her up so she could see out the window, which made a big difference with her enjoyment of being in the car.
Yay.
Mr. Milligan. So may want to get some tips there. And Marie McDonald said, when my senior cat was too skinny for regular brush, and that's a thing, especially as our cats get older, I bought her a baby comb and brush set. It was getting gentle and perfect. So there are ways that we can make that.
There's so many ways, guys. We just have to these are our children. They're our little toddlers, that forever toddlers. And we just have to, sometimes work together, right? Lean on each other, figure out how to be creative, figure out what we can do to help our cats live the happiest, healthiest, and longest lives.
Marilyn Bickle was here. I missed you.
Marilyn.
Oh my God.
Lindsay joined us too.
Robin.
Lians.
Oh my God, you guys.
We love you guys so much.
Monday. I hope you guys can join us for Wednesday. We are going to be live with the Coco Therapy girls, the ladies.
Carmina and Carissa, it's powerhouse behind.
And they have so many amazing resources. So just like you can start, like, understanding the power of coconut oil is huge, and just how much it benefits.
And they're going to tell you all the stuff and things.
Yeah. So 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern this Wednesday, back in the closet. Hope you guys can join us. Happy Monday. We have so many exciting things coming, and
we're excited.
We're really excited about everything.
We love you guys so much. Have a good evening.
Good night, y'all.